Truly my soul waiteth upon God. From him cometh my salvation. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain, all of you. As a bowing wall shall ye be, and as a tottering fence. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. Selah. My soul, wait thou only upon God, for my expectation is from him. He only is my rock and my salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be moved. In God is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength and my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times. Ye people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Selah. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, they are altogether lighter than vanity. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. God hath spoken once. Twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto God. Also unto thee, O Lord, belongeth mercy. For thou renderest to every man according to his work.
So, hi guys, I'm back. So I washed the, as you can see, I washed the color out of my hair. And so now I am going to use the ILoveMyFro House Avocado Deep Treatment. And so this is my own little personal jar that I just use it and then I refreeze it. And I think I'm going to end up using the rest of this. It's not a full jar. It's like 75% full. But this is the House Avocado Deep Treatment, guys. So it has House Avocado, avocado oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, Jamaican black castor oil, Optifin, and natural fragrance. And so this is a protein treatment. So with all the conditioning and with all the moisturizing, right, you definitely need a protein treatment for your hair regimen. And so this is the way that it looks. Okay. That's the seed, that little lump that you see in there. That's the seed. Look, it's getting ready to spill out. But it's cold, so that's going to be interesting. But let's see how my hair color came out. Oh, this came out better than last time. Wow, this looks nice. Okay, so I put some conditioner on my ends. I realized I'm out of conditioner. So I put some conditioner on my ends because I didn't want my ends to be dry, but I could wear my hair just like this. And what I'm finding is that because I've kept my hair twisted, I like my part on the side, because I left my hair twisted, right? Because I leave my hair twisted. I know all you grammar folks, you grammar police, I know you guys are listening to me, and just I'm a little rusty, so just give me some time. But you guys can see how nice this came out. And so what I noticed with keeping my hair twisted, and that because my hair is moisturized all the time, over time, I've been doing this for 18, 19, 20, 21. So I've been doing this for like 2.5 years, right? And what I'm finding is that my hair has trained itself. See, guys, we don't need to be in our hair all the time. So, guys, if you're in your hair, you don't, natural hair, right? If you want to be in your hair all the time, if you need to constantly style your hair, get wigs, ladies. Take care of your hair, keep it cornrowed, or, keep it in twists, in medium to large twists, keep it nicely moisturized, whatever product works for your hair, and then wear your wigs, color the wigs, get the human hair, spend money on it. But you cannot be in natural hair all the time. Our hair is not meant to be constantly manipulated. And this is why, this is past my nipple. You guys can't even see it, but let's see. I can move this back. You can't even see it. This is like under my titty, okay? So My hair is long, and it's not. You guys have to understand, right? Like, again, you cannot bring the conditioning that you received when you were natural, when you were wearing wigs. You cannot bring that mindset to taking care of your hair. Your hair is in charge. You are not in charge. God is the one who created you, and he gave you your hair texture, right? And so you have to find out what your hair texture likes. Our hair texture, natural hair, okay, Afro kinky hair, does not like manipulation. So many of you are bringing this mindset of, you still haven't dealt with the fact of why you wear weaves. You have not dealt with the fact of why you um, um, relaxed your hair, right? You have not dealt with that mindset, and you're bringing that mindset to your natural hair, and your natural hair is just looking at you like, because you're trying to make it do something it does not want to do. Your hair has a mind of its own. Now, I haven't been in my hair for almost 3 years, and my hair trained itself just with me leaving it alone. Guys, you're making this harder than it has to be. I'm just being honest. I'm finding, and I've been saying this from the longest, I will put a link in this video. I did a video years ago about what was going on in the natural hair community. And what happened with a lot of black women is that black women found out, oh, I have curly hair, and you never dealt with the good hair mentality. I had somebody reach out to me last year, and sometimes when you talk to people, I'm not judging her, but when you talk to people, guys, this is why when you speak your soul to people, and sometimes you give people a window into how you really feel about yourself and how you actually really feel about being black, right? She was asking me, how do I get my curls? How do I define my curls? So I was looking at her hair, and I was asking her what her regimen was. She was like, well, I just keep it twisted because I want my curls. So I was looking at her hair, and I'm like, well, what kind of curls do you want? Have you spent time with your hair to find out what kind of curl pattern you have, or if you have a curl pattern? And she was like, no, I just want my curls to pop. I don't like my hair. Even when she took off the cap, she had a good amount of hair on top of her head. I would say that her hair was shoulder length, or even down to her neck. It was thick. And she just talked about her hair like in a really bad way. And then she started telling me about she started talking to me about certain things, which led me to believe she has biracial children because she does not like who she is. And ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all, God made you who you are. Stop this nonsense, and stop letting, and this is a highly educated person, stop letting society tell you who you are, okay? Stop letting Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and beauty, I used to work in the beauty industry, these people prey on your lack of self-love and your lack of value for yourself. Stop letting people do this to you. God made you who you are. You have all the time in the world to explore who you are, explore your hair, your figure, whatever it is, your personality, your personality, your gifts, and your talents. Even the so-called personality that you have. Is that the personality that God gave to you? Or are these behaviors that you have picked up over time? Do you even know who you really are? So I said that all to say this, right? We are here to explore who we are and to be the best version of ourselves. We are not here to be celebrities. We are not here to be Instagram models. We are not here. These people don't even know who they are. Okay? They don't know who they are. They are an image. They are an image of what society has conditioned them to be. And they're not real. And you are judging yourself based on somebody who is not real. Be yourself. Be yourself. Do you know even what that is? Okay, I'm not talking to all of you. This video is for some of you. I don't know how I got here because I'm just about to start my hair. But be yourself, right? Listen, ladies, I transitioned when I was working in corporate America. Okay, I was all the way out in Long Island. I had no idea how to take care of my hair, and I transitioned. And once I found out there was a stigma against this kind of hair, I never stopped wearing it, and I really felt ashamed that I was in my 30s and I didn't know how to take care of my hair, and I kept relaxing it. And I have a beautiful head of hair. You know, learn to take care of what you have and see what it can do for you. Not everybody here is going to be long. Not everybody here is going to be thick, right? Some of you, you have thin hair. Make that work for you. You know, because our hair is kinky, you can't even tell if somebody has thin natural hair. If you wear it right and you make it work for you. Maybe you can't wear your hair in an afro, but maybe you can wear a TWA. Find out what works for you. There are a lot of ladies who are now wearing sister locks. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. If you have thin hair and you don't like your hair, maybe what you can do is start with some really thin sister locks. Add some hair onto it. Why not? And see if that works for you. But be yourself. Be your authentic self, right? Because I'm just seeing a lot of ladies with this. Listen, you have the right to spend your money the way you want, and you have a right to buy the kind of hair that you want. But why? The motive always comes down to why. This is why you have a lot of black women getting involved with white men. They don't want to deal with their hair texture. Some have fallen in love. Some have actually fallen in love and they're in the relationship for the right reason. And you got some black women who are with white men or Hispanic men because they want lighter children. I'm speaking the truth. And if you can always just exit, they are with Hispanic men and they are with white men because they have issues. And it really breaks my heart. I've had a few women come up to me with this nonsense and with this mentality. Ladies, please learn to love yourselves, especially before you start having these children, because you end up passing on this pathology and this mindset onto your kids, and then we in a society has to deal with it. And you are a prime example, because obviously someone told you that when you were young or in some form or fashion, just like everyone else, most of us as black people, we were told that we are unintelligent. We were told that we are not beautiful. We were told we were ugly. We were told that our hair was ugly. But you're allowing another human being to define you when God has defined us. And you know, that is really the foundation of I Love My Fro, guys. It really is just not about hair. It really is about love and loving yourself and valuing yourself based on what God says about you. When God was forming each and every one of us, the gifts and the talents that he was putting inside of every one of us. He gave me my nose. He gave me my eyes. He gave me my eyelashes. He gave me my short torso, which I'm learning to love. He gave me my legs, my complexion. He gave me my voice, my teeth, my stature. I didn't do any of the things. God did it, right? He gave me my eye color. I'm still finding out who I am based on my personality and my temperament, because so many of us, I don't even know how I got here, but so many of us, we're carrying around so many things that we picked up along in life, and we think that's a part of us, and it's not. This is why I say we don't have time to be in other people's business. You don't have time to be watching reality TV and reading gossip magazines. Who are you? Who are you? You know, a lot of these programs, they are there to distract us from finding out who we are, because a person who knows who they are, and you only really can find that out through God. That's just like I have a Kenmore refrigerator. If that refrigerator started speaking to me and saying, who am I could say, well, you're a refrigerator, and I could tell it, well, these are the problems that you solve in society. You make people's lives more convenient. We can keep our food fresher so we don't waste money buying groceries. And you keep people from getting sick. I could tell the refrigerator what it is. But then when the refrigerator will start asking me about the integral details of it, I got to go to the manual. I got to go to Kenmore. You know, I may have to have a Kenmore engineer come by my house and tell this thing what it is. Now, I know a refrigerator can't get up and speak, but I'm just using that as an analogy and as an example. But God created each and every one of us. And so each and every one of us, we have our gifts, we have our talents, we have a purpose in the earth. And you are not going to find out what that is if you're comparing yourself to other people. It's very easy for me not to compare myself with other people. You want to know why? Because God made me and God made her. God made me and God made him. We're all on a different journey. right? God put gifts and talents in me, and God put gifts and talents in her. And God also put gifts and talents in this gentleman. We all have a purpose. I have my lane, she has her lane, and he has his lane. And sometimes based on God's purpose for our lives, our lanes intertwine, and we teach each other lessons. Some are for seasons, and some are for a lifetime. But if I'm competing and putting down, I'm disrespecting God, because God made that person. And I don't care if they're on drugs. I don't care if they're swinging from a pole. I don't care where a person is in their life. God still made that individual. Now, some people, because some of us are oblivious about life, sis, God bless you. I love you. But I'm going to have to love you from afar. You know, we're not supposed to be friends with everybody. We're not supposed to be cool with everybody. You know, we have certain people in our life who is there for a season and for a reason. And we have to go to God and ask who. Some people don't belong in your life at all, but that's a whole nother video. I'm not going to get into that. However, it's really important for us to know who we are. And you cannot know that. And I'm not debating with nobody. You cannot know that unless you have an intimate relationship with God. And the only way to have that is through the blood of Christ. It is impossible. God is the one who made the way for us to go through him. We don't make that way. Just like how nobody can come up in your house any kind of way. Just like how when we have dignitaries and people of power, whether we like them or not, they set the protocol of how people come to them. And yet mankind, in all its ignorance, even after God laid down the foundation of how we're supposed to come to him, we want to come to him the way we want to come to him. That's a whole nother video. But anyway, please, ladies, please take the time out to get to know yourselves. Those of you, you know who you are. Get to love yourself and value yourself and get into the word of God to find out who you are, so you won't have to make a whole lot of mistakes. In society, listen, and tell your children too, guys, because if you don't tell your children, society has a lie. Society has a lie for your kids. So I'm going to put this in a ponytail so I could just start adding this product to my hair. And then I am going to sleep with it. My hair has so changed. And I'm just loving the results. I really am. You know, I will never forget, guys. Sarah Fawcett, she was one of the Charlie's Angels. I think that's her name. And sis, she was known for her hair. She was known for her hair. And let me tell you, in the 70s, those ladies, they were wearing their hair like, it was beautiful. Beautiful the way that women used to even dress in the 70s. And I'm not talking about the bell bottoms. There was an era with Charlie's Angels where they used to wear the nice dresses, and it was more of the disco era. Yeah, it was the 70s. And women just looked really feminine and nice. I love that era. But anyway, Sarah Fawcett, she developed cancer. And I was watching a documentary about her, and she lost her hair. She lost her hair. And her partner was with her. He was her longtime partner. I think they were married, or they were partners. But she was in her garden, and she wasn't going to make it. And the last thing on Sarah Fawcett's mind was her hair. I don't think this took in the back. But that's okay. It's the back. Or it could be the lighting. I don't think it took in the back. Well, too bad. This is reality. I ain't hiding nothing. Next time maybe the front. We'll see how it took. But you guys can see it's still a good color. Anyway, so she was in the garden, and she was listening to the rain, and she said, you know, I'm losing my life, and I'm never going to hear the rain again. Let me tell you something. So guys, this is the product. This is the product. Let me tell you guys something, okay? God forbid, but none of us know when we're going to leave here. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If you found out that you had 6 months to live, the things that you are focusing on and killing yourself for, and all the things you are trying to do, some of you are doing underhanded things that you're not supposed to be doing. You're selling your soul for materialistic things. You're selling your time with your children, all for materialistic things. I'm going to ask you, if you knew that you only had 6 months to live, would those things even matter? This woman she was listening to the rain. She had a beautiful garden. She was like, I'm never going to hear. She wasn't talking about like all the Emmys she won. I don't even know if Charlie Angels won an Emmy. But I know that Charlie's Angels is an icon, you know, of the 70s. And she was not talking about that. She wasn't talking about her hair. You know, she just knew that she was losing her life and she wasn't going to be here anymore. And she was immersed in nature, the things that matter, the things that this simulation that we live in don't want us to be focusing on. So let me get off my soapbox. Anyway, so I'm going to put this in my hair, guys. It is Friday, and I am going to have a nice weekend. I am claiming it. I am speaking it into existence, because I get to decide what kind of emotions that I allow to rule my day. So it is Friday, and when I'm going to sleep in this. You don't need a lot of it. You know, you're just putting enough to saturate your hair, and that is it. Okay? And that's it. So, guys, I'm going to put this in, and I will be back. Bye. Hey, guys. So, I put this stuff in my hair, and not stuff, the hot avocado, I love my hot avocado deep treatment. I put it in my hair, and now I'm going to put this bad boy in a ponytail, okay, because I'm going to sleep in this, and it's just enough, okay, to strengthen my hair and to keep it, the protein treatment, to strengthen the strands of my hair, to keep them nice and strong, especially with all the moisturizing and the conditioning properties, as well as the detangling properties that's in the ILoveMyFro Shea Butter Whip. So it just balances out the product. And so then I'm going to wash this out tomorrow, and then I will be putting my hair in large twists. I'll just put in the small twist in the front, so when I wear my wigs, you can't even see that I cut my hair. This is one of the beauties of having the advantages, and one of the beautiful things about having natural hair. You can hide all the all the perfections, you know? You can hide them all. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a ponytail. I'll start gathering here in the middle. No. Okay, guys. So I'm putting this in a ponytail. Ooh, Lord. This is a lot. And put this in a ponytail. Okay. Put this in a ponytail. There's always some part of my hair that gets stuck behind the rest of the other hair. Okay. And then that's that. Okay. So I'm going to put this in a ponytail. You guys can see. But I don't want it in my face. So I'm just going to twist it some. And then I'm going to put a cap on. And then I'm going to wrap my hair around with its... okay. I'm going to take it and I'm going to tuck it inside. Oh, this is a good hairstyle when I just want to wear my hair. Yeah, this looks good. And then that's that. And then I am going to put on my conditioning cap so I can keep it nice and warm and keep in the heat from my head. And then I'll just wrap my head in a scarf before I go to sleep tonight. And then I will be fine. Let me get that, by the way. So I have a scarf, a really large scarf. I have a scarf, a really large scarf that I will use. Okay. And then that's that. This is what you call pineappling, which I really do love. It fits me really well. And so, and I'm gonna sleep with this. Doesn't have to be fancy. Okay. Doesn't have to be fancy. And all I have to do is just tuck in. Hold on a second. Let me do this right. I'm going to take it and tuck it inside of the scarf. Because I want it to stay on when I sleep. I sleep with satin pillowcases anyway, so. Alright, so this doesn't have to be fancy, but I do want it to at least look decent. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. And then that's it. So guys, I will see you when I am rinsing this out and then moisturizing and twisting my hair. Bye.